Hey guys, this is Vicki and welcome back to Courtroom Clapbacks. Today we are headed to Texas, into Judge Stephanie Boyd's courtroom, where a mother is pleading guilty to pawning a Pandora bracelet that her daughter stole from another child. And if you know anything about Judge Stephanie Boyd, you know that she is not going to easily rubber stamp any plea deal. She is going to demand accountability and responsibility and demand some answers from the defendant. And this case is no different. She is demanding that this mother owns what she did and the example that she is setting to her daughter. What is she saying to her daughter? It's fine to steal. Not only it's fine to steal, but I'm going to pawn it for you. And the excuse that she offers the judge for this whole thing happening is plumb ridiculous. So let's head into the courtroom and watch this drama unfold. Drop your comments. I want to know what you think. Do you think this lady's going to get off easy in Judge Stephanie's courtroom? Let me know what you think. So let's head into the courtroom because court is now in session.
Court is calling 2025 CR 005793 State versus Quinette Perry. Can I have parties announced?
Lauren Espinoza for the state. Tiffany Seattle for Ms. Perry.
And is your first name Quinette?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Perry, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
I believe we are waiving the punishment enhancement.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Ms. Perry, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're charged with theft of property, $2,500, less than $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions. That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she was.
Ms. Perry, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the state jail facility. There's an $800 fine, and the state is recommending community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense, state?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Amelia Gomez or Angelica Gonzalez, and the anti-theft course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, state offer State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state in this case, there's no restitution.
No, Judge.
All right, state you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. We're waiting PSI.
All right. You want to explain to me, or maybe your counsel can explain to me, why are you doing this?
Your Honor, we believe, just based on the facts of this case, that's best to just go ahead and agree to the plea offer that the state gave us. As far as sentencing goes and accepting these terms, we think they're the most favorable to her. The last time she has been in trouble was in 2017.
Yes.
And she hasn't been in trouble since. She's been clean. She's been trying to take care of her kids. She's a full-time caretaker for her son, who has also mental health and behavioral issues. Her daughter has since learned her lesson. Her daughter is now an adult. She's no longer a juvenile.
But has she really learned her lesson? Because what I'm reading in the stipulation is she's the one who ended up pawning the bracelet.
Yes, Judge, at the direction of her daughter, Precious. But Precious has since,
Well, wait a minute. So during this time, how old was Precious?
I can speak. When this incident took place, she was 16. Her and the other little girl were minors.
Okay, so Precious is 16 and Precious
Now
told you
she's
to,
18.
yeah, no. But that at this time when Precious was,
Have an ID upon it. She was gonna give it back, but when the ISD kept pressuring her, she shut down. She didn't give it back.
and so she gave it to you and told you to pawn it. Okay, that doesn't make any sense
She
to me.
get her money back from the little girl that stole from her.
I don't know what's happening in this world. Because no. Here's the thing. As a parent,
You know,
if this other minor stole $20 from your daughter over the summertime, and what I'm reading in the stipulations, she didn't steal it. Another one of her relatives stole it, who's probably not a good parent or a good relative. And then your daughter decides to steal a Pandora bracelet from this little girl, which probably costs more than $20. And then I'm reading in the stipulations where they're asking you to get it back from your daughter, and you're like, oh, my daughter needs to calm down first. Do you even see how that my daughter stole somebody's bracelet, but you know what? I can't approach her yet. She needs to calm down. And then she doesn't calm down, and they're like, hey, you need to turn this bracelet over now. And you say, and then you tell them, well, you're not getting it. How about them apples? And then you're telling me your 16-year-old daughter comes to you and says, this is the bracelet. I need you to pawn it. And you being the adult in this situation is listening to your 16-year-old daughter to go pawn a bracelet that you know is stolen. Do you see?
it was 2 years ago. And like I said, when I made them choices back then, it ain't nothing like that. I made a wrong choice back then when I shouldn't have, like I told her, and like I was telling the other mom. Me and the other mom, we got into it, we're doing it over. We should have gave her money back. My daughter shouldn't have did that.
Well, according to the stipulations, the minor is not even the one who stole $20 from your daughter. It's some other relative.
It was the minors who did it.
I'm just telling you what's in the stipulations,
I
what
just-
y'all
okay.
stipulated to.
Yes, ma'am.
And even if she did it, I don't know why you would think 2 years ago that it would be okay to take this Pandora bracelet and pawn it. And how much money did you get for the Pandora bracelet?
$40 that she took from her.
No, according to this, it was only $20 that a relative took.
The girl stole it from my house and my daughter's room. That's what I was at. This, when my daughter took her bracelet, it was at school. When I was talking to the mom and the stepdad about this, they didn't want to hear nothing about it.
Your Honor, I believe at the time she thought she was writing her daughter, putting her daughter in the right and making her, even with the money at the, now in hindsight, wasn't the best parenting decision. It was in the heat of the moment. She's since learned that probably think about what happens before doing something so reckless. And she understands that now. We've had several long talks about this one.
That's why Precious, yeah, her ass is getting a job. She's old enough now, she got something like that. She got,
See, we're still in the same position. Does Precious have a job?
no, she just got her ID just recently and now she's looking for a job. She has a job interview after this.
Yeah. There's going to be an $800 fine, 1 year in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 3 years, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Amelia Gomez or Angelica Gonzalez. And that's Gonzalez with a Z.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Oh, no, I'm saying that
Oh,
it's in
sorry.
Gonzalez. The anti-theft course. Field visits 1 time per month for 8 months. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations, and the MRT. And no possession of firearms. And what are the ages of the children in your home?
28, 19, 18.
Okay. No unsupervised contact with minors. Probation, is there anything else?
UA reporting.
Thank you. Regular random UAs. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Anything else?
No,
No, Judge.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck.
Your Honor, if I may, the plea bargain was during the stage of felony suspended for 2 years.
Now, this is what I always have to remind people. Anything below the line is not a part of your plea bargain agreement, and you're not allowed to enter into an agreement for a length of probation time or certain conditions of probation. The only thing you're allowed to agree to is we have an agreement that she's to receive probation or a fine. But as far as conditions and length, you're not allowed to agree to that. All right, thank you.
Maybe excuse?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Have a happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you.
So did you agree with the sentence? I kind of think she should have got the 1 year. Even if she got the 1 year, with the overcrowding in the prisons, they're going to let her out in 6 months probably. But she got 2 years probation, 200 hours community service, $800 fine, random drug and alcohol testing, take classes on anti-theft, no jobs with minors, and she had to own up to Judge Stephanie's question, why are you doing this? So, I mean, Judge Stephanie did come down on her, but still, that 1 year would have still been good. But this way, with her getting probation for 2 years, what are the chances that for 2 years she's not going to test positive for anything? And she's not going to steal anything, and she's going to finish her classes, and those 200 hours of community service, they have to be done and turned in. So, this could still come back to bite her. But how did you feel about the defense for what she had done? She only pawned the bracelet because her daughter Precious told her to do it. And Precious didn't have an ID, so what was she supposed to do? She couldn't pawn it herself. She needed her mom to do it. And her daughter only did this because someone connected to this girl stole $20 from her. So this is just retribution for that. Judge Boyd says, I don't know what's happening in this world. Can you imagine all of the things that this judge sees come before her day after day after day? No doubt she probably thinks that more times than we even realize. What in the world is this world coming to? So the thing that she confronted the mother with was, what is she teaching her daughter? And, you know, we have a short window of time as a parent to instill in our kids and grandkids integrity. And integrity is doing the right thing even when you know nobody's watching, nobody's looking. That's what integrity looks like. And as a parent, we only have this little window of time because they're grown so quickly. But in this window of time, we can teach them integrity, compassion, empathy. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, which was a long time ago, the golden rule our teachers would talk about, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So as a parent or a grandparent, we have this window of time to plant these kinds of seeds in our kids' hearts and lives and teaching them. And they're immature. They're foolish sometimes. So it might seem like all the seeds that you're planting, is just nothing's happening. But the Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go, and when they're old, they will not depart from it. So it's like planting seeds. There is seed time and harvest. Seed, time, and harvest. So that time in between, after you've planted those seeds, there is a time before we actually see the harvest of what we have invested in our kids. So anyways, that's one of the things that I thought about. What did you guys think about this case? Do you agree with the sentence or disagree? You think she should have got that 1 year in jail to sit and think about what she did? Let me know what you think. I'll read every comment and I will respond. So until next time we meet here for our next case, court is adjourned.